Hi everyone, welcome to Blending at the Beginning, my easy to follow phonics tutorial featuring my blending at the beginning phonetic blending strategy along with hands-on learning, an important component to the learning process. I designed blending at the beginning for early readers, English language learners, and for those that need to strengthen their phonics skills. If you're new to my channel, thank you for tuning in, and I encourage you to check out my Blending at the Beginning introduction to learn more about the program. And one more thought, I also designed Blending at the Beginning to be fun, so be patient and have fun blending at the beginning. The last couple videos we've been talking about short vowels, short A, short I, and short O. Today's all about short U, so I've uploaded the pages from my learning guide that you'll need to teach short U. Before we start with short U, I want to backtrack 1 second to short O. In my last video, I told you that I would tell my students to make a nice round ah with their mouth because that was the sound for short O. For short U, I would tell them just to make a little to make the short U sound. And I always like to introduce a new vowel with words that begin with that vowel so they can really hear the vowel sound. So here we have just a couple examples. Umbrella, unhappy, and you can emphasize the under, up. Now, reading is all about adding meaning to the text. And I like to add a little vocabulary development now and then during a phonics lesson. So I thought unhappy would be a word that a child could benefit from if they're not sure of what the un sound means. So you could talk about the prefix un, ask them if they know what unhappy means, and maybe guide them into understanding that un, the prefix that comes in the front of the word, means not or the opposite of. And maybe think of words like unkind or unsafe. Okay, let's start blending at the beginning with short U. All right. Let's start off with our short vowel song. U says U says the letter Q can say the letter U can say U says U says Right, for this lesson, you will need one set of consonant cards and in one color and your vowels in another, and we'll be working with U, short U, but also we will be reviewing short A, short I, and short O, so you'll need them as well. You can use sticky notes, index cards, whatever works for you. All right. We will be working with the consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. In this pattern, the vowel is always short. Consonant, vowel, consonant, and that tells us that the U will say the short sound. We'll start with the baby sound. Remember, the baby can't say the whole word, just the beginning. So let's put this letter here and see if they can read that. If they can, help them out. You can say, what is the vowel what does the sound the T makes? T, and you have T. All right, and then I'll just put another one up and see if they can read that. Now I'm just doing a couple activities. There are many in the learning guide from which you can choose. Here we have n, n. See if they can read that. If not, help them out. And one more. All right, you might say, well, what does G say? G. And here we have g. So again, the baby can't say the whole word, just the beginning. And that's what our blending at the beginning is all about, blending at the beginning. Now it's their turn, and we get to use some hands-on learning. So you might say to them, can you show me ma? Now remember, there are many, many activities. I'm moving through this quickly. And then say to them, can you show me ra? See if they can find the ra, the R. Now if they're having trouble finding the letter, you can make fewer choices. Just give them just a couple letters from which to choose. And can you show me ba? See if they can do that. Okay. Okay. So we've worked with the baby sound in the CVC pattern. Now we're going to make words by adding the final consonant. And as we make words, I have a piece of paper up here. You can list some of the words that they've worked on to go over later. And I'll just list a couple of them just for an example today. I won't do them all. All right, so the first word I'm going to put up, I'm going to leave the B there, and I'm going to put bug. Now see if they can read the word. If not, we go back to the blending rhythm. Remember, they look at the vowel first, identify the vowel, and that will help them with the whole blending rhythm. So, and to identify the whole word. So the vowel is the baby says ba, the word is bug. Maybe they can read it, maybe they need the blending rhythm. Okay, you have to catch them where they are and move forward. Okay, and then you can say to them, I'll put the G back up here, then we'll put the N, see if they can read the word, not the blending rhythm, the vowel's the baby says ba, the word is bun. Okay, and one more. Let's put an S here. Maybe they can read this one. Bus. Ba, the baby says ba, bus. Now it's their turn to make words. Okay, so let's see, why don't we put this word up? Run. Okay, and let me just give you an example about writing the words. I didn't do that earlier, but I'll do it with these. Here we have run. Okay, and then it's their turn. See if they can read it. The vowel's the baby says ra, the word is run if they need help. And then ask them, can you change run to rug? See if they can do that. And then you can list the word. Okay. And can you change rug to rub? See if they can do that. Again, give them fewer choices if they're having trouble finding the letters they need. And then you can read it with them. Rub, and write the word. Okay. All right. Now let's try some others. Give them the opportunity for hands-on learning. They're actually moving the cards around. So where's the H? All right, here I'm going to make the word hut. Again, see if they can read it. If not, use the blending rhythm. The vowel's the baby says the word is hut. And ask them if they can change hut to hug. So I'll write hut up here. And then hut to hug. See if they can do that. And then hug to hum. See if they can do that. And then you have your list of words to practice later. Okay. Now let's say they've done really well. They're blending the words, they're reading the words, and you feel like they can use a little extra challenge. Then we'll be working with CVCC words. So let's put up the word hunt. Where's my T? Here it is, hunt. And just see if they can read it. If not, just use the blending rhythm. Remember, we look at the vowel. The vowel is the baby says huh, the word is hunt. Or maybe they'll be able to look and say hunt. Have a word and be able to read it. All right, here's another one. Maybe they can read the word. Let's see, where's my M? Lump. Again, we have our short vowel, but we have two consonants after the short vowel. Okay, lump. And one more, quickly, is puff. Remember, there are many more examples in there. And here we have two F's. I believe after a short vowel pattern, we have two F's. We use two F's. So here we have puff. So there are CV, CC words. All right, let's go back and review what we've done. All right, we started off with the baby sound. We worked with the baby sound, and then we added the final consonant sound, and we worked with words. Blending words when we added the final consonant. And lastly, we worked with CVCC words. So we started with our CVC words, and now we have CVCC words. Here's a quick tip. Take the words from their previous phonics lesson and put them into a folder like this. Not only will that help them to reinforce their phonics skills, but also help them to develop new reading vocabulary. All right, we're going to be working with rhyming words, and then we'll be changing the initial and the final consonant. Now, rhyming words really don't fit into the blending at the beginning strategy. However, rhyming words as word families are very important because they help build fluency through word patterns. Okay, let's get started. Just a friendly reminder to keep the learning fun and work at the student's pace. All right, let's get started with rhyming words. So here I'm going to put the word fun up and sound that out, see if they can read that. And then say, if this is fun, what word is this? What does this begin with? The sound is r. Fun, this would be run. Okay. If this is run, if we put an S there, we have sun. So you can write those for them so they can really see that. Fun, run, sun. All right, now let them have their turn. Some hands-on learning. All right, I'm going to make the word, I'll put it up here and help them sound out the word rub. And then say to them, can you change rub to cub? And can you change cub to tub? Okay. All right. So that's just a quick lesson on rhyming words, and there are many activities again in the learning guide to help them. And rhyming words are fun. You could play little games. The cub is in the tub, or little fun rhyming games. Children like rhyming words. Okay, now we're going to move on to changing either the initial or final consonant sound. Now, at this point, I would have the child do all the moving of cards if possible. So let's start with this word. They've had it a couple times. Hopefully they'll know it by now. And here we have the word run. Okay. All right. Can you change run to sun? We just did that, so that should be easy for them. Okay. They have sun. Can you change sun to sub? For this particular word, you might want to take a moment and just talk about a sub, maybe a submarine or a sub sandwich, especially for your ESL learners. All right, and then how about sub to cub? See if they can do that. And cub to cut. So they'll be doing all the changes. And after you make the word, have them repeat it. What word is this? Cut. And cut to nut. So at this point, they should be able to do all the moving the cards all by themselves. Now it's time to review all the short vowels they've learned. And I would just do a quick review of each vowel before we do the lesson. So here you could show an apple. What does apple say? Ah. Here's some words on the back they can read. I just grabbed some flashcards, some phonics flashcards. Here we have, you could say, what does short I say? I as in iguana. And some more words. And then here we have ah for octopus. And here are some words. Now here, if they don't know the CK, just tell them what it says k, and help them sound the word out. And again, we worked on short U today, and here we have some short U words as well. Also, you can use flashcards, or these phonics books have tons of wonderful pictures in there that you can cut out for review. Okay, let's start reviewing vowels as we blend at the beginning. All right, as we change the vowels, we'll also be working with the initial and the final consonants as well. So here I've put the word hut. You can have them read the word hut. And then say, can you change hut to hat? Put an A there. And now I'm going to change the word to hip. All right, and they can read the word hip. And ask them to change hip to tip. So they'll be changing the initial consonant here. And then tip to tap. So we putting in the short A. And tap to cap. And cap to cup. And then, of course, you can write the words and have them read the words as we did earlier. Thank you for tuning in. I hope my phonics video was helpful to you. If so, please like and subscribe. Also, for reinforcement activities, check out my Blending at the Beginning YouTube on short A and short I for fun activities that you can tweak to fit the phonics skill you're working on. Also, little phonics readers like these are very helpful for reading practice with stories that target phonics skills. Here's an example. All right, here we have from the set, book number 2, Dad. And you can see it targets short A. Further along in the set, we have book number 17, called The Frog Trail, and you can see that it targets long A, and the text is much more difficult. I purchased these through Amazon, and they're made by Scholastic, but there are many, and for about $16, but there are many other vendors and companies from which to choose. Also, remember, the public library is an excellent resource where you can find books, very good books for beginning and emergent readers. Lastly, for those that are ready, I am a proponent of paper and pencil activities. There are many phonics books out there. I just happened to find this one, also by Scholastic, because I felt like it supported my program and the activities are meaningful. But you might find something else that fits your needs. Remember, keep the learning fun with lots of praise, and thank you for blending at the beginning with me.